Cosmetics. So I have the Naturally Pretty IT Cosmetics. And I really love matte shadows, and I really love these matte shadows. I don't know that I give them enough love, but I'm definitely keeping this. I actually have the IT Cosmetics Volume 2. It's the same pretty packaging, a little bit darker, and then it's got some really awesome matte colors. So I'm going to pull this out, and I'm going to use this. My Modern Renaissance palette. It's funny because I was really late to the game on the Modern Renaissance, but you can see that I've used it quite a bit, and even more so when I got this Modern Renaissance, I didn't like it. I was like, I don't know what the hype is, why everybody's like wigging out about it. So, but I forced myself to use it for a week, and now I love it. I did get the Subculture palette. I know that people have a lot of, you know, there was a lot of controversy about this. I'm actually super excited to use it. It is new. Next, we're going to talk about an indie brand. I discovered this indie brand through a YouTuber named Kimberly Clark. She really loved this Lunatic Cosmetics. And when I went on there, I actually went on there to get a different type of powder. And these were on sale. And I'm so glad. I mean, the quality is ridiculous. So this one is the Relic eyeshadow palette, and those are the colors in there. The quality of these shadows is absurd. So smooth, so buttery. That's one swipe. Okay, so I'm keeping that. This one is the Supernatural. It's got these purpley mauve-y colors. Just adore them. Look at that. Really nice taupey. Just so smooth and buttery. I mean, seriously. Keeping that. This one is the Zombie Defense. Love me some zombies. This shade here, there is a similar shade in one of the new Marc Jacobs palettes, the Icon. That blue in that palette is just not, it just does not do it for me. Look at that. That's what I thought the blue would look like. The blue in that Marc Jacobs is super powdery and patchy. So, keeping that. And then the last one from Lunatic Cosmetics is the Elvira Limited Edition palette. This one's so cute. Like, it's like a whole... See, it's got these cutout things. And I mean, wow, look at that. This color is what I loved the most. It's like not just a red, you'll see. It's like it's almost like a tomatoey color. So, keeping those. So, these are my Naked palettes. This is the original Naked. These were, like a lot of people, these were the first high-end palettes that I got. Actually, the Naked 3 was my first high-end palette. And then I got the Naked 1 and 2 later. I actually haven't used these very much. But this one I did. So you can see this one I did. I really love them. I just need to like put them out to use. So number 2 has been my least used of the 3. And I think it's because this one runs a little more cool tone, and I only recently got into cool tone. So I'm going to leave this out because I think I'm actually going to enjoy that. Number 3 has been used and used and used. So this dust one, I'm really close to pan on that. Really close to pan on this Limit shade. Even this strange shade is pushing it. Love this one, keeping this. And my newest one, which is probably my favorite. I'd say my second favorite is the Naked 3, the rosy tones, and this one is my favorite so far. And I just got this, but I've used it a few times and I love it. These are my colors. keeping all of those. So next in my Urban Decay collection, let's start with these. These are the shadow books. So these shadows are like an assortment of popular shadows from like other palettes. I really want to use these more. I'm not going to declutter these yet. The reason that I love these is the same reason I don't use them. I love that it's just an assortment of different shadows. I actually really like that. But I also don't use them because it's just an assortment of different shadows. The next two I have for my Urban Decay collection was the Jean-Michel Basquiat, whom I was a huge fan for many years prior to this. And I was interested in this set because it was Basquiat, but I really like these shadows too. So that's the reason why I got them. I just really like this. I mean, this was before the Subculture palette. I really just like this, you know, like look at this one for Pseudonym. It's not a black. It's sort of a, almost like a navy-ish. And I just really like that. It looks black on the camera, but it's not. So I was just really drawn to these shadows. And some people like this palette, some people don't. I did. So I'm going to go ahead and keep on that. And this one I haven't used yet. This was the Tenet eyeshadow palette in that collection. And this one opens a different way. And I just love these colorful shadows. And this is the same situation, I think, with the other Urban Decay. I just need to set this out with one of my matte palettes, and then I'll use it even more. So I have these palettes here. So this is the Urban Decay Moon Dust palette. I know some people don't like this. I actually really love this, and you can see it has been used. This is pressed pigment, so it has been used. They take a little work. I don't mind that, but some people do. So keeping that. The next one, I don't know if I've actually used this. This is the Urban Decay After Dark palette. Ooh, look at this oil slicky. No, I have not used this yet. I definitely need to use this. I want to use this. These colors are gorgeous. Oop, dug in there a little bit. I'm super excited to use them. Well, since I stuck my finger in there, let's swatch it. Yeah, super excited to use this. I just haven't yet, so keeping this. The Urban Decay Electric palette. This was actually a limited edition, and then it went out. I could not find this no matter what. I really wanted it, and I didn't get it, and then I couldn't find it. I actually got this recently from Haute Look, so I was so excited about that. And just take these brushes out. The Urban Decay brushes, like some of these things that come with brushes are horrible. The Urban Decay brushes, I always love their brushes. Look at that pepper! I can't wait to use this. I'm gonna swatch this. Yeah, look at that prettiness. So this is new, and I'll be using this. The Smoked palette. I did not get this when it first came out. I got this, it was limited edition and went on sale, and that's when I got it. It's never been used. I do plan to use this. I really love these colors. Now, the reason I hadn't used this before is when I actually bought it, I was not really into cool tone shadows. I've been so much into cool tone shadows that I'm just now even looking at this, I'm super excited to use this. The next one is the, this was a limited edition Urban Decay Gwen Stefani palette. I actually really like this palette. Some people think it's like super boring and they don't like it, but I kind of like it for that reason. If I'm traveling or whatever, this is a palette I'll take, because I know like I can get a basic color, you know, you have stuff to, you know, like cranberry shades here to deepen up the crease with, you have this pop of this pink color here. I don't know if that's going to work on that finger. You got a pop of pink right here that you can, you know, put on and build up, and a little bit of blue. So I actually do use this, so I'm keeping that. This was one of those like build your own palettes, and so these are I like building my own palettes, so this is like my ideal like palette colors. This is an eyeshadow look that I would use, so keeping this because I made it. And then the last Urban Decay one, which is still in the box that I have not got, this was the Vice palette, the 2, I guess. The 20, this was the Vice 20-year palette. She got this on clearance. I think probably at Ulta. I see, like it's like never been opened. I wasn't one to like, I wasn't one to like collect these palettes. That's like not why I got it. I really do like these colors. And again, looking at them, like look at that one. Looking at them now, like this and this together would be awesome. Looking at them now, my taste has shifted since I got this palette. And so I think I would probably use it more now because I do like cooler tone shades now. So I'm actually looking forward to breaking that one out. My Juvia's Place collection. I absolutely 100% love these shadows. Actually only ever used one of these so far. This is the Nubian palette. I got these all when they were on clearance, so, or different specials. Just a pretty neutral palette. And then this is the Nubian 2. It's got the larger pans in here. I have used this, loved it. Love this Morocco shade. It's sort of like a pumpkin-y shade. The pigmentation is absurd. Look at that. And really love this like greenish color, this goldish color. Look at that. Oh, and then this gold here. Yummy. It's like a warm, like a squash. Like this would be a great look together. So I really love this. I also got the Saharan palette, which I have not yet used. The pan size are so big. It's like these will last you forever. This is what this one looks like. And the next one that I have is the Masquerade. The only one that I don't have is the newest one, which is the Zulu palette. And I've seen mixed reviews on it in terms of like people speculate that the formula is slightly different. So I haven't gotten that one yet. I don't know if I'll get that one. They have a couple other ones coming up that I'm like more excited about. Look at this. Oh my gosh, this Masquerade palette. Look at the gorgeousness of this. You have your whole neutral section here, and then you just have these pops of color. This is actually one I should take when I travel. And you know what? Matter of fact, I'm going for a training for work. I take this with me. Yay! So I'm going to set that there so I don't forget to take it. And then this is the Magic palette. This is my newest of the Juvia's Place palettes. And it's got the larger pans. This color I feel like is similar to this one, but I might be wrong. Actually, it's not. So those are my Juvia's Place palettes. This is an indie brand, if I didn't say that. And definitely keeping these.